Hello, Dori. My name is Santiago, and I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
So I would like to start with the concept of decolonization. What I understand about it is that it is about designing something bigger than us and the modernist project, as you exposed. In your opinion, what is the alternative we should be designing around?
So again, first, decolonization is giving indigenous people back their sovereignty. So that's the first important part to remember. And then I think as part of that too, the extent that design has been involved in the colonial project, in some ways, by removing some of the ideas in design that work well with colonization, ideas about progress through technology, ideas about again, universal humankind that doesn't respect people's differences or cultures and ethnicities. If you remove those aspects from design, then in many cases you're decolonizing them. And then what's important, the designs that come out of this new sort of ethos, then hopefully won't contribute to further colonization or oppression, but you'll come up with these new, let's say, innovations that might be old ways of knowing. But you come up with different ways and a different relationship to design that doesn't support oppression.
So, yes, so that would be kind of respectful design.
Yes, that is exactly what respectful design is.
So, do you think you have developed this concept of respectful design? Do you think that societies around the globe right now are being more respectful and tolerant? Maybe less, maybe...
Okay, when you look at the whole entire history of humankind, that we're probably more respectful now than we have been in the past, just because we've had, in some ways, like, you know, there's research that shows that we've had less conflicts, the relationship, let's say, for women in many places are improving. Again, you know, 200 years ago, I would have been a slave. So in that sense, there's a really clear sense that we are better understanding our relationships to one another and better understanding how we can build interactions with one another that are not oppressive. But of course, we still have so much work to do. The forces of that want to keep, let's say, women oppressed, that wants to keep different communities oppressed, they're still there.
Yes.
And I would say right now they're working really, really hard to reestablish a kind of old status quo of what things used to be. But I remain optimistic from even the conversations that we've been having here.
So finally, could you tell us what has been the greatest challenge you have encountered in your field?
In my field, the greatest challenge. I mean, I think daily I have to attend to people's anxiety about not feeling that they have enough competency to undergo the transformations that we're trying to go through as an institution, and I think the changes that design is going through. So, you know, people always ask me, what's the pushback, right, in terms of the work you're trying to do? And a lot of that pushback is not so much that they don't believe in the values that we're trying to put forth around decolonization, diversity, equity, sustainability. It's not that they don't believe in them. It's just that they have doubt about their ability to deliver on those values. And so a lot of the work that I have to do is listening to their fears and doubts, but then providing the resources, whether that's things to read or people to talk to or people to listen to so that they can be inspired by, so that they can feel in many ways that they can stand up in a classroom full of just students who they love and adore and be able to provide them a good education that is deeply connected to who they are.